Late Night with Ryan. they don't have the guy to lead them on the court. Kelvin Sampson can only do so much talking, so much advice being given from him on the floor in the coach's box. It's not going to be enough to produce that on the court. Emmanuel Sharp is not what LJ Cryer was. He will never be what LJ Cryer was. And unfortunately for Houston, they're relying way too much right now on a freshman guard in Kingston Flemings, who in my opinion has really, really high ups, but really, really low downs, and that's not what you want if you're a team trying to make noise in March. There are great players that are great every night. Cameron Boozer, for one, gets it done day in and day out. Kingston Flemings had 42 points at Texas Tech. That's incredible. But nights like tonight, on the road, after losing 2 in a row, you need a guy that's going to go in there and get it done. Houston couldn't do it. They lose 3 games in a row for the first time in 9 years. Wow. And if you lose 3 games in a row in November, that's one thing. You lose 3 games in a row a week from March, and you're really trying to find out who you are still, and you just think you're running out of time to find your identity. That Houston team last year, by the way, I believe they lost 3 of 4 in November. If not, it was 3 of 5. And they weren't to great teams either. They lost to San Diego State.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it, I'm like, hey, 3 of their 5 losses were in overtime by 1. This team's gritty. You know what I mean? They might not get it done, but like they're going to battle. They're going to give it everything they have every night. The last 2 games I've watched from Houston, I have not seen that. I haven't. And so I think, Ryan Klinger, I've gone from Houston as a national championship contender to if they end up playing a 7 or 10 seed that is a little underseeded, that can play fast, that's really good in transition offensively and has a very good zone defense defensively, they might give Houston a problem, and that might be the St. John's team we saw last year.
It's a really good comp.
Yeah.
Where it's like people are like, oh, they're a good team. They can upset
Number
somebody.
2 defense last year, St. John's, but number 88 offense. And what killed them? They're shooting from the field.
People like Kingston Flemings.
Yeah. I do too, for what it's worth.
Is it Flemings or Fleming? I can't remember.
Might be with an S. I think it's with an S.
I want you to know that I was worried I didn't unmute the mic, and
Flemings.
I didn't. So we missed the first 15 minutes.
Okay.
I feel very badly.
I feel like I was also partly responsible for that.
Oh, you might have muted it?
No, I didn't mute it, but I don't know if you told me to unmute it before.
Yeah, it's my bad.
Well, I should have checked for sound when I checked.
Yeah, I usually check it, and I was so excited to do the Pistons bit.
Yeah.
And so now
there's just 5 minutes of your eyes just intimately.
But the bad thing is they missed your cigarette allegory.
They
which
did.
Was some of your best work.
It was. That's okay. Well.
That was the big loss, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's okay. No, but we'll try to figure out a different time to use a better metaphor.
No, it was your best work.
It probably
Fisher
was.
likened this Houston team to going out with the homecoming queen, kicking it off, having a great relationship. She's out of your league, but you love it. Then you go to college, drift apart. You decide you're going to reach back out, and you find out she has a cigarette addiction. And not like a cute, like, you're having some drinks and she has some cigarettes. It's like 10 o'clock, and she's like, I got to step out for a second. Now, me running it down like that is not as funny as his delivery, but I had to at least address as we missed some of Fisher's finest work. And I'm sorry. You know, they always say practice makes perfect. We were just practicing.
There you go.
Yeah. I can't believe we've done this twice. I just have to say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody who watches. That's a very...
We're good.
Not much embarrasses me. This is making me blush. All right, what are the 5 things we learned
I was going to jump in
from this last weekend of college hoops?
Okay, number 1. I'm going to have to tweak number 2 on the fly because of what happened tonight a little bit, but that's okay.
What was number 2?
We'll start with number 2.
Okay.
Number 2 for me was Darren Peterson's lack of effort will cost Kansas in March. Now, I kind of still stand by this. Here's the thing with Derek Peterson. He's such a weird player for me because the statistics of him on the floor versus off the floor is really not that different, which you would think the projected number 1 overall pick would make it night and day different, but they are 11-5 with him, 9-2 without him. They're 12-5 now with that win there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's not the X-factor player that they need. Now, that might be reassuring for Kansas as a team, but the issue is for me, if he can't figure out if he's all in or all out, he is going to cause too much off-the-court distraction for that team to be mentally focused enough to make that run in March. Kansas is probably the best 7-loss team in the country. I think they have the number 1 strength of schedule, actually. They've played everyone. But, you know what I mean? I will say, I would rather see a team like Kansas that goes, 12 21 and well, let's just say conference tournament included, 23-8, then Michigan going 30-3, but
Yeah.
they don't play as good of competition.
Yeah.
So that's why I respect the Big 12 a lot, because I truly think that like that is the best conference in basketball. I truly believe that.
I don't think you're wrong for right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm with you, but I will say I think you have to tweak it.
Yeah.
Because
No, after tonight, I agree.
the weird thing with Peterson is I think it's overblown.
Yeah.
Because I'm always wary.
I agree
of,
for what it's worth.
Yeah.
That it's overblown.
I'm always wary of drafting guys whose the off the court stuff is an issue.
Yeah.
But then I think back, this reminds me a lot of what. Remember the Anthony Edwards doesn't care
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like Anthony Edwards just doesn't care. Anthony Edwards just doesn't really. Anthony Edwards went to the league and tore it up.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is really good. And the Timberwolves, I remember when he drafted, there was a bit of a thought like, oh, should you take Wiseman or LaMelo number one? If they would have done that,
Mm-hmm.
Edwards would be murdering people with the Warriors right now.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine?
And so it's like, well, maybe that would have been better. But I'm
Yeah,
saying, it
yeah.
would have been really fun. But what I'm saying is, the he doesn't care thing, I think it's hard to read in college just because, like, Darren Peterson could have been drafted last year as a high school student.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard when that's not allowed,
Yeah.
which I think is good. I like that we got to send these guys to college for. I think it's fun.
Mhm.
Honestly, to me though, for being serious, I'm crazy with it. I'd rather have it be you have to go to college for 2 years or draft them out of high school. I think
Understand.
one is dumb. I kind of think
Understand.
one's dumb. I think if we're going to send the guys to college, we might as well commit and make them do at least 2 years. But like
I feel like nobody would go to college.
nobody would go to college.
That's the problem.
Everybody would just go straight.
Yeah.
So then there's that. But my point is with Peterson is like I think it's just a hard read. Because I can see a world where it's like, oh, he doesn't care, and then he falls to 3.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, yeah, but when he plays, he's the best guard prospect we've seen since. He's better than Kyrie Irving was? Oh, wait. Kyrie Irving also sat
Ding,
out.
ding, ding.
I did that on purpose.
Yep.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Is like at some point, do people even talk about the fact Kyrie Irving sat out?
Yeah.
No one even talks about that anymore. He had like a minor injury and then sat out the whole season.
And for what it's worth, if he wants to do that, fine. But
It is weird.
But
I'm,
make a
I'm,
decision.
I'm anti it,
yeah.
but I think we're going too far with guys being like, oh, we can't be a top 2. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Relax.
for me, I like Wilson and Boozer more, but
Mhm.
I'm fully aware if I'm the Kings, I'm taking Peterson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's very situational. If I'm the
Sure.
Pacers, I want Booze. That's a perfect
Yeah. That's why the lottery is kind of fun.
fit, right? Like this year, because there's 4 number 1 overall quality guys, and that's right, I said 4 because Wilson's that good. So like, to me, I think that's the. It would be way more of a it's way more of a talking point than it should be because the other guys are good. It wouldn't matter if it was 2022. And now you're like, oh, Paolo's in that draft. Darren Peterson's better than Paolo. It wasn't
Out
college.
of college, yeah. Okay.
Just is.
Yeah.
Darren Peterson is dudes thinking he looks like Kobe. It's truth, man. So, all right. What's the 5 things we learned other than that?
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I mean, Duke's the best team in college basketball right now. It's pretty obvious. Beat number 1 on
Yep.
a neutral floor.
Yep.
Boozer was in foul trouble, still dropped 18, 10,
He's
7.
so good.
You
So good.
you said earlier he makes everyone around him better. And
That's the best thing about him.
that I truly think
Unteachable quality.
Yeah, no, you really can't teach that. And yeah, took down Michigan, and they were really ahead the whole time. Didn't have too many issues. Michigan didn't play well for what it's worth. Elliot Cadeau, I don't think made a basket until like 10 minutes left in the second half. That was rough for them. But I think Michigan will be fine for what it's worth. I think having really good big men in college is a very underrated quality in teams. You don't want to be too guard heavy. You don't want to be too dependent on the 3 because where do you go when the 3s don't fall? That's how teams get eliminated early. Like you look at
Michigan had that for years. I mean,
Yeah.
they had Danny Wolf.
Yeah.
Who did they have before him? It wasn't Dickinson because Hunter Dickinson was Kansas. He was always with Kansas.
no, he was with Michigan.
Sorry, he was always in Michigan. I was flipping it.
Yes.
He went to Kansas last year.
Correct.
Hunter Dickinson was always in Michigan. Like they always have had like a big guy like that
Yep.
to rely on.
Yeah. Trying to think of teams that have been like too guard heavy for like years and years. Missouri in like 2011.
Baylor kind of was
when
the year
they
they
were-
won the Natty.
when they were a 2 seed. They had a big man in the Natty at least that had like 15 rebounds though.
You're right,
So,
but like Sohan was the 4 and he's 6'9".
yeah, that's fair. But again, that's you run the risk. Like you could be fine if you're lights out. You're lights out. If you have 4 guards, if you're really guard heavy, you're probably fine because not everyone's gonna have an off day at the same time. I'm saying you have 3 really
Every
really
college
good
team's
guards.
better off Kofi Coburn.
Yes. Yeah.
That's just truth, man.
You have 3 really good guards. 1 gets hurt. 2 are off.
Yeah.
Rough night.
Yeah.
But you don't got to worry about that if you have bigs that even if they can't shoot, they can rebound. They can keep the possession alive.
That was Duke's bread and butter in 23. It was
Yeah.
Kyle Flapowski and Jerry McCain highlights.
Yes.
Wasn't Flapowski on the team?
Yes, he was. Yeah. Okay, number 3. UConn's still here, man. I, for one, thought.
I do think a lot of people forget about
No,
it.
I truly think they might be the most under the radar team, and I don't think the Big East is getting enough recognition this season. They have a lot of teams that I think could really make noise.
Like Nova.
Yeah, no, Villanova, I mean, they just lost to UConn, which I thought, Villanova's a tough place to play. I thought they might get it done, but Nova's kind of back. They're not as back as they used to be, but, they are a, Sweet 16 contender, I think. They can make it to the second week of the tournament at this point. They've got a tough transition. They're a quick team.
They're a fun 6 seed.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
you're telling your buddies hey, I
Elite Eight.
got Nova.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
took-
oh, okay, because
Yeah.
you got to take them to get an upset,
Yep.
right?
I took Missouri as a 6 seed last year to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Granted, they got rounded. They got booted in round 1, but
Have some fun.
that was probably the most infuriating college basketball game I've ever watched. Actually, they had 1 field goal in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Yeah, no, that was bad. But that aside,
There's always it's always funny with March Madness because that Thursday you're so fired up,
yeah,
and then you remember most of the good games are round 2.
really, no,
In my opinion.
no. Thursday, Friday, the tournament best ever, forever, ever.
Oh, it's great, but I'm saying there's some stinkers on Thursday, man. I'm telling you, when it's I was watching.
Well, yeah, the 1 seed and the 16s are not going to be.
No, but there was Clemson somebody last year, and Clemson was.
Clemson McNeese, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
The game was bad, but hey, big upset came down to the wire.
but McNeese everybody was on.
I wasn't.
I wasn't either because everybody was on it.
Yeah, that's why. I hate when that happens. Nothing's
Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing worse than going against the grain, and you're oh, it's too easy of a pick, and then
No, there's nothing worse than being on the bandwagon before it becomes a bandwagon. Then it gets so full that you feel like you have to hop off. But when it happens, you feel damn it, I knew it the whole time.
You almost did this with the Seattle Seahawks. for what it's worth.
Yes,
But
I
you
almost
stayed
did.
on.
I did.
And it
I
was
did.
the right move.
It's I kind of cared less about that than this.
Well,
March
it's because
Madness.
college basketball is way more emotional.
It's
Something
true.
about it.
It's true. It's true.
There's something about college basketball that's fun that
Yeah.
I don't really think you get with any other.
Not even college football.
No, you don't.
No.
Where you just get attached to teams that aren't yours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone does this.
Yeah.
Everyone does this. Because we're all so used to. I think the only people that probably don't do it are Duke, Kentucky, UNC fans. I think it was the only 3 I could think of
Mm-hmm.
because they're so consistently good. But being a fan of any other team, I think UCLA, for example, premier basketball program.
Yeah.
Even then, I guarantee there's UCLA fans that once UCLA gets eliminated, it's man, I really like this Kansas State team.
Yeah.
Man, I really
That's
like
right.
this VCU team. Everybody gets attached to teams. Everybody loves to see upsets. I don't know. I think that's fun. Really, unless you're a UNC, Duke, or maybe if you're a Kansas fan, you're
Yeah.
kind of just Kansas, my boys. But unless you're a fan of the top 3 to 5 programs, everybody just gets attached to different teams. So I love 2021 Fighting Illini.
Very good. But yeah, UConn, for what it's worth, just short and sweet. Dan Hurley is still Dan Hurley. 2-time back-to-back national champ.
Probably best
coach
in college basketball.
Yeah, this UConn team I don't think is as good as 23.
24 is better.
Not as good as 24,
Yeah, 24
but
is
better than 23.
They don't have Cam Whitmore though. Cam Whitmore was a bucket in college, dude.
He was. Anyway, moving on. I'm going very Big 12 heavy here. I said
Sorry,
it
not
earlier.
Cam Whitmore. Jordan Hawkins. Cam Whitmore's Marquette. I don't know why I said Cam Whitmore. I meant Jordan Hawkins.
Marquette, yeah. Golden Eagles. Who else? Tyler Kolek. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of.
I was thinking of. Sorry, I meant Jordan Hawkins. I don't know how I did that.
Anyways. Yeah, I went very Big 12 heavy. Like I said, best conference in college basketball, in my opinion. Number 4, Arizona, when healthy, might actually be the easiest Final Four team to pick.
Over Duke.
Over Duke. Because here's the thing with Duke, in my opinion. They're going to get a pretty rough draw in the NCAA tournament.
always seem to.
They always do. And I'm not
They're
saying
usually
like,
the 2-1.
yeah, like the second 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be if they went out. Even if they lose in ACC title, they'll probably still be number 1, unless Michigan wins the Big Ten or something like that. But
I think Arizona will probably be the pure one if they win the Big 12.
Yeah, watch Iowa State win the Big 12. Duke losing the semis and then Michigan losing like the quarterfinals, they have to put Iowa State as the number 1 overall seed.
The number one, like the top, because at the top left of the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm trying to put that. That's like if Josh Allen and the Bills got the 1 seed. Because Iowa State's
Like
always
everybody
the
likes to
bridesmaid,
take
never the
them and
bride.
like have
Yeah.
fun, but like it's
Yep.
not fun when it's the
Yep.
big dogs. It's
Yep.
like, all right,
Yep.
all
When
right.
they're 3 seed,
Like,
you're like, hey man,
hey, Iowa State,
Iowa
could they go to
State.
the Final Four? And then it's like then they're the one you're like, ooh.
Ooh, yeah. They play Wisconsin in the second
Yeah, yeah,
round. See
yeah.
ya. Yeah. But yeah, they've been without Koa Pete for
That's
a
like
while.
to do another analogy since we missed the other one.
Yeah.
That's like it's like, oh yeah, we're all gonna go out, and then you get there and you're like, well, I'm feeling it. It's only midnight.
Yeah.
You're like,
Dude, you just got here.
You're like, it's like, can we get going? It's like, dude, we literally been here for an hour, and you're like, and like
Yeah.
McQueen's fading fast. Like that's how it feels.
Chick Hicks, man. Here comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You're gonna do the Dynaco Blue. I need to be hauled back.
there you go.
Somebody walk me home.
Yeah, Koa Pete has been hurt for a couple weeks now, if not longer. We talked about his impact, but they have
A
found.
lot of top guys getting hurt. I mean, JT Toppin.
Yeah, but well, we'll talk about that next, actually. But this Arizona team, to me, there's 2 different paths you can take when you have one of your star players go down. You can hit the full panic button and blame everything on that injury and really kind of fall apart, and you don't find yourself. You lose yourself in March. Or you can kind of rely on your other starters who have still been putting up really good numbers all year long. Find out who that guy off the bench is going to be that can fill the shoes the best. It's not going to be the same, but the weight distribution is going to change, and how much weight can that guy off the bench handle as a starter? I think Arizona has done a very, very good job of that. They have always been a balanced team this year. Tommy Lloyd's actually done a very good job over there, for what it's worth. I wasn't a big Tommy Lloyd fan for a while. I've always been Xavier's coach now. Sean Miller, that's what it is, yeah. I always preferred him, honestly, but Tommy Lloyd might actually just have something going for him right now that might change that, like, in 2 weeks. But to me, the Big 12 tournament it's gonna say a lot about a lot of teams, because Kansas, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Houston, and Arizona, 5 of those teams, there are only 4 spots in the semifinal. There are only 2 spots in the championship. There are only 1 total champion. So again, maybe it won't even be those teams. Maybe we're sleeping on like Cincinnati. They just won at Kansas by like 20.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a crazy upset for them. UCF, they've kind of been like under the radar this season. They've been okay. TCU, I'm pretty sure beat either Iowa State or Texas Tech a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe one of those teams sneaks in with like a conference title. That'd be insane. But the Big 12 title, to me, it's gonna say a lot. That tournament is must-watch TV. And my last point, Texas Tech, I think they're on the opposite side of that path. I think without JT Toppin, that they're gonna fall apart. I think they're done. Like
They're going to be like a 4 or 5 seed, and
they'll-
they're and
higher than
like,
that. I bet you they're 3.
and people are like, "Oh man, I like Tech." And you're like, "No."
Yeah. No, I can really see them losing to like I'm trying to think.
A 3-14
Yeah.
loss.
I'm trying to think of a 14 seed, like what conference that would be coming out
Gotcha.
of.
That would be like Akron beats Miami in the MAC
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. I was thinking that.
And so they have to put both teams in,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like Akron versus them.
Yeah.
And like it's like a
That'd be cool.
72 to like 65 score.
Yeah. Gross but close game. But yeah, 5 things we learned this weekend in college basketball, plus today, I guess, is an extension of the weekend, which is really the week beginning. So
All right, well, I have a very fun segment for us next. This should take the rest of the show. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Next week, I have a very unique idea for what we're going to do with Late Night Brian. I'm going to talk with Fisher and Jonathan about it this week. Very absurd idea. I actually might reveal what the idea is Saturday because I'm very excited about it. So we'll see if that goes through. If you don't hear from me Saturday, it's because we're not doing it. But it is a bit of a big idea. We'll see if we pull it off for next week. But, okay, for this week, the Olympics have been going on. Everybody's been enjoying.
Yeah.
Congrats to the U.S. on the gold medal in hockey.
Mhm.
It's a big deal. So I thought, in the spirit of Adam Silver doing the USA versus World, you and I would do the USA versus World Olympics draft.
Quick shout, by the way, to the female athletes out there. They actually brought home majority of the gold medals this week.
Oh, no, they've been way better.
Yeah, they have been. But specifically, shout out to Alyssa Liu. I was on the bandwagon before it took over, by the way.
Did you bet her to win?
No, but
I'm
like
kidding.
I followed her on Instagram like well before. She has gained over 4 million followers
Ow.
these last 2 weeks, and you know I'm very disappointed that people would publicize my wife this much. It's really hurting my soul. Yeah,
Nice.
it's not
Nice.
fair to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's good. No, I
Thank
enjoyed this. This is good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's exactly your type.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
Like
it's exactly
when
what
I saw it from the beginning, I was like that Lego Batman meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was me. And I have a TikTok.
How old
comment.
is she?
She's 20. Yeah, summer
Right in
of
your
05.
range.
Yeah, bang, like two.
Hey, here we
she's
are on
2 months older
YouTube
than me.
Live. Maybe she's watching.
You never know on her way back or
Should I
something
clip
like that.
this and
Yeah.
like tag her?
Hey, listen, I'm also
Really?
a big Chainsaw Man fan. Just finished volume 13 before I came here, actually. So
Wow.
she's been carrying around a Pochita plushie, which is a character from that show, and she says she keeps up with the manga every week. And so like she's like, I gotta put a ring on it, man. I have to.
I know I only understood half what you said, but
Okay.
it sounds like true love.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we
Okay.
go.
Wanna pick
USA versus World Olympics draft. As you can see, we have
Yeah.
a number of categories
Oh wow. All right.
in which we are going to draft the USA versus World.
Oh, okay.
Now, the way we're going to determine it is I'm going to think between a number 1 and 2, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay.
Say.
Like 2?
Yeah, that was it. So you're going to draft first.
Okay.
All right, so it really doesn't matter the order. That's why I thought
I
it was
got you.
funny. Because we're drafting different things.
Gotcha.
So we're going to go down. I made a list. We are doing the USA versus World Olympics. We're having an Olympic Games hosted by me and Fisher. Fisher's a well-traveled man, so he is going to be the man of the world.
Okay.
Credit to Mr. Fisher, as he's never been outside the U.S., and yet,
Technically the Caribbean.
Does that count?
I
don't
mean,
know I don't know
Turks
how
and
that works politically.
Caicos, Puerto Rico is technically U.S. territory.
We're going to go with no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the Bahamas.
But I feel like you're more aware
Yeah.
of what goes on in the worldly culture than I am.
Maybe a little bit.
And I'm more deeply enriched
Okay.
in what they call the big U.S. of A.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we see, here are our categories. Athlete, actor, fictional character, accent, coach, TV show, movie, TV host. This is your Kimmels, your Fallons, right? And your historical figure. So you're going to create a team to compete against mine in the USA versus World Olympics. This is like the media Olympics. What do you think? You enjoy?
Yeah.
I thought of this like 10 minutes before we started. I was very proud.
Okay.
Do you think it's fun?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. First up, we get one athlete, one male, one female. So who is going to be your first pick for the male athlete to represent the world? And
Okay.
why is it not Lionel Messi? Is that your
Lionel.
Lionel Messi?
Lionel. Yeah.
More of an
Um,
Mbappe guy.
The athlete to represent the world.
Rafael
Well,
Nadal.
yeah. Well, I gotta think about this. So like,
Max Verstappen. So
it's-
I'll stop.
It's a good shout. Okay. Dead or alive, by the way, just for the future stuff too.
Everything is right now on
Right
this
now?
day.
Okay.
Right now. Because I was thinking of when people were always doing well, if you were to start a team right now, who would you want? I thought about us going back and forth, but then inevitably we'd just be like, Mahomes,
Mhm.
Wemby, Shohei, Connor McDavid. All right, what next? So I thought this would be fun.
Yeah.
Some more fun draft.
Okay. Do you want me to write it down? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, no, say it.
Okay.
Let me discuss. Who you getting? Who's the male that's going to represent the world?
Like right now, if we're gonna represent the world, I think the most athletic, probably athlete, would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Still. I
Really?
truly believe that.
I was smelling a Shohei here.
Okay, no, that's fair. For what it's worth, I do think Messi is the better.
I
more
like going
accoladed-
soccer, though, for the world.
Yeah, I think he's the more
Yeah, I like
accoladed soccer player for
Yeah.
what it's worth. But Ronaldo is the better athlete, in my opinion. I think like his physique, his routine, his like he eats the same things. Like his nutritionist, by the way, probably makes like $200,000-$300,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like just an unbelievable, consistent life. And he's coming up on 1,000 career goals, which it's like LeBron's scoring title. Right? I'm not sure it'll ever be broken if it happens, but yeah. No,
What team is he on?
He is on Al Nassr still. That's a Saudi Arabian team.
Oh, he's not in Prem anymore.
No, hasn't.
I
been
only
since, like,
kind, I know
2019.
from talking to you and Cody. I like low key know a couple Prem things.
Okay,
I can name 4 out of the big 6 clubs.
that's fine. Yeah.
What? Chelsea, Tottenham,
Yeah.
Man U, Man City.
There you go.
What are you up to?
Arsenal, Liverpool.
Yeah, I was never gonna get those.
That's fine.
All right, so Ronaldo was your
Yes.
first. Write it down. I got you a pen.
Okay.
Write it down.
All right.
Okay. I was trying to look when I walked away, and I realized the sound was off. I was trying to look for something for us to write off of, but we're just have to use our like very
fine.
skinny guy thighs.
Yeah.
All right. So for American athlete, I thought this was a really interesting thing because everybody think about the best male American athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm being serious. So it's like, 10 years ago, we'd be like, oh, Michael Phelps or Tiger Woods or LeBron James, right? Oh my gosh, that's more like 15 years ago now. Wait a minute, that's my bad.
Yeah, 2011.
Whoa. I was thinking like 2011 range, and I was like, oh, it's
Wait
big
a minute.
2-6.
It is
Hold
the
up.
big 2-6. All right.
No, so I'm thinking like it's just interesting though. You look at every professional sports league right now. The best player is not American except the NFL, and I think the NFL is an interesting spot where there is not a clear number one top dog. I think you could argue it's Mahomes, but do you think right now everybody would agree that Mahomes is the best player in the NFL? I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it's an interesting question. I think honestly for athlete, I gotta go Aaron Judge.
Yeah, good take.
Judge is
Good
one of
take.
the greatest baseball players of all time. I fully believe we are witnessing three of the greatest players in all time between him, Soto, and Shohei. And I think Aaron Judge is probably pound for pound the best hitter in baseball. Shohei's an overall better player. But just at bat, Judge is the best. Judge used to be a home run hitter, and the joke was, well, he's always going to bat 280, and then just started batting like 320 and continuing to hit home runs. It's absurd. So Aaron Judge, I think, is probably the best pound for pound American athlete.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Cooper Flag could deadass be there in 3 years. He's that impressive.
Yeah.
By the Olympics in 2 years, he could be the best athlete in America.
Okay.
Now, I was also thinking Olympic-wise, there's an argument for Noah Lyles, I guess. But I think just naturally, I want to go baseball,
Yeah,
America,
that's fine.
America's pastime, blah, blah, blah. So.
Okay.
Okay, female athlete.
Female.
Or wait, do you want me to go?
Yeah,
We flip.
You can go. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, so this one's also interesting because if we're thinking top level female athlete, I think I could be swayed to go with like a Winter Olympics, right? But because it's going on, or a Summer Olympics, right? America's very successful with their female athletics. But a part of me wanted to do Caitlin Clark because I think she's the most recognizable female athlete in America. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think at this point.
For Americans, at least.
Yeah.
I think if you're getting somebody who's like, who represents female sports in America? I mean, ESPN just announced they're getting rid of Sunday Night Baseball and they're replacing it with Sunday Night Women's Sports. Women's Sports Night.
Yeah, I
Sunday
did
nights.
hear that. Yeah.
You know who's the big attraction of the summer? The WNBA.
Yeah.
I bet without Caitlin Clark, it's not that way.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark's a huge deal. So I think Caitlin Clark is my representation for female athletes.
Okay.
You think it's a good pick?
Yeah. I like it.
What's your world pick?
Been sitting here racking my brain for like 3 minutes. I genuinely can't think of an international female athlete.
A lot of the best female athletes are in America.
Yeah. You know.
Nixon might have did Watergate, but at least you got Title IX done.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm being dead ass.
Yeah.
Like, that was undeniably a good move.
Ooh, actually, I have a good poll.
Okay, what's there?
I'm gonna go with Amanda Nunes out of the UFC.
That is a good choice.
She is one of the scariest human beings I have ever witnessed, locked in on game day type of deal. I truly think that she would. I think she'd kick the ass of 99.5% of men.
Yeah, I'm with
So
you. That 0.5 being the top level guys.
yeah, the actual UFC fighters are you know what I mean.
Like guys who are pro fighters that are yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Great work from you.
Thank you.
Great
Appreciate
work.
it.
All right, here we go. This is where we get into the more goofy categories. Okay,
Yeah.
you go first for actor or actress. It doesn't matter.
Oh dear God.
Do you need my help?
I do.
Who did I say is the top? Well, anybody British counts.
Yeah.
That's where you're getting your lobs from. Because
Do I know any British actors?
yes, you do.
Do I?
Cillian Murphy's British.
I don't know who that is.
Guy who's Oppenheimer.
I never watched it.
Christian Bale.
Don't know who that is. I know the name.
Oh wait, hold up. You don't know who Christian Bale is.
No.
All right, you should do well on all the other ones. All the other ones you should be fine, right? Because I made movie or TV show. I
Yeah.
figured you were gonna go anime, and I'm fine with that.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Do you actually not know an actor or actress? This is wild. This is really wild.
I'm trying to think of how many American actors I even know. Maybe 3 or 4.
Okay, so the big actors, right, are right now would probably be like Denzel, Tom Cruise, Leo. All three of those are American.
Mhm.
Right after that's probably like Christian Bale, maybe Daniel Craig. You give a shout. I don't know if Daniel Craig's up there though. Well, you go actress, right? Emily Blunt, she's British. So I mean,
Is Reese Witherspoon American?
Reese Witherspoon is American.
Okay.
Yes, Reese Witherspoon's American.
I just know her name. I don't know anything else about her.
Yeah, she's in Legally Blonde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So all right, what about actress? You know what? You want to do me? You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Go.
for me, I'm going Denzel.
Okay.
I think Denzel like has an argument for just being like the flat out GOAT of movies. I mean, he's got. It's like for me, it's him and Cruise are like the top two.
Okay.
All of his movies are good. He is got like any type of movie you want. Denzel's done it. He's almost always the lead. I think there's an argument like Denzel Washington might be the GOAT of movies. So Denzel is my pick for the American actor. I think it's Denzel.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Help me out. What's the main actor's name from The Walking Dead?
Rick Grimes? Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Oh my gosh.
I
what
know
is
he's
his name?
British.
See, that's not your best choice though. I promise you.
Okay.
You can do better.
That's the only guy I can think of.
You can do better.
What about Jackie Chan? American?
Jackie Chan. I don't know if he's born in America or not. That's a good point. I don't know.
Okay.
I know Bruce Lee is not.
Okay.
Interesting. Who should we go for a British? Because there's a lot of British actors. I mean, Judi Dench be a big choice, right? I think Meryl Streep's British. Get Meryl Streep. You don't want to do Meryl Streep. Devil Rose Prada. You know, you could do Anne Hathaway. She's good in literally everything.
I do know her name.
She's British, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel. Yeah, she's British. You should
Yeah.
go Anne Hathaway. She's good in everything.
All right, let's go with it. I
Go
like
for Anne
that.
Hathaway.
All right.
It's a good choice.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, next one
Yeah.
for the world. Fictional character.
This one's simple, I feel like. Like, you just can't go wrong with it. It's got to be Goku.
Yeah, I think
mean,
it's a lob.
What do
I
you-
think it's a total lob.
Right. I mean, you don't even have to know, like, that.
Is Goku
that
more... All right,
Uh-huh.
people are getting mad, but
Yeah.
like I'm being so serious.
Okay, no. People might get mad at me not knowing who
No,
this people
I'm being so serious.
Okay.
Is Goku more recognizable than Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, no, I actually think so. Universally, yeah.
I think so too.
I really do believe that.
Because I think the argument would be like, well, the symbol of Mickey Mouse is more iconic, and I think they're right. I do. I think they're 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
The Mickey Mouse symbol is more iconic.
Yeah.
But if you went up to, you randomly selected across the world 10,000 people,
Yeah.
and you said, give me something Mickey Mouse says, and give me something Goku says.
Yep.
They could all do like this
Mhm.
before they do like a Mickey Mouse.
No, for sure. For sure.
Mickey Mouse is legitimately running off his relevance from like 100 years ago.
Mhm.
Goku's still very relevant.
It's hard to tell from the American lens, too.
It
like,
is.
For a lot of these things. Like, people outside of America don't realize that inside of America, like, how... I wouldn't say industrialized, but, like, we're kind of... We have everything we need inside of these 50 states for what it's worth. Like, we don't exactly, understand how big... Like, there's a big cricket athlete. I almost threw that lob from India, I think.
No, we're very America's like American.
You know what I mean?
focused, yeah.
We're very centric to, like, what we have here. And that's fine. But, like...
That's why I thought you'd do better at this than me.
Yeah, I got you.
The
But, like,
actor was the only one I knew.
Yeah. I actually was looking at that, like, when I flipped the paper over, and I've been thinking about that for the last, like, 10 minutes, by the way. But regardless, people don't understand that, like, the cartel crime rates were down when new episodes of DBZ would air. That is unbelievable.
Also, like Dragon Ball is so big. I remember guys being like, "What's your favorite anime?" Dragon Ball doesn't count
Yeah.
because it's just like a
It's
given.
too, yeah, it's too much.
That was the
of
first
a-
anime I ever watched.
Yeah,
Because like that was the one that made
It's
me be
too easy
like,
to
"Oh wait,
mention.
this is kind of cool."
yeah. No, like there's
Like to me, Naruto.
plenty
I
of
know guys
games
be like,
with
"Oh,
it.
Naruto." Naruto is like
Yeah.
legitimately like leagues below it as
Mhm.
far as like people being like, "No, that's cool."
Mhm.
Like Michael B. Jordan was talking about how he used Dragon Ball inspired him in Creed 3,
Yeah.
and my girlfriend's like, "Oh, that's cool."
Mhm.
Like Dragon Ball's motion is absurd.
It's awesome.
I forget the guy's name that died that made like Dragon Ball, but like
Mhm.
when everybody was giving like an outpour of praise for him, it's like fully deserved.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like the only other person I think on Goku level is Mario, and even then,
Yeah.
I think Goku might edge him out.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, Sonic is dead ass like taking a lot of shit from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Taking
That's
a
a good
lot of
point.
it. No.
That's a good point.
The
All right.
whole like turning white, like Super Saiyan thing. Yeah. All right.
What you got?
Fictional character. I don't want to do Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, you can't now.
No, and I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
I want to go Bugs Bunny.
Oh, okay.
I want to go Bugs Bunny. Now I want to do Bugs Bunny, but I think there's a better argument here.
Yeah.
Is it Batman? Is Batman the American fictional character? I think at this point he is.
Yeah.
He is the most. Okay, so people might be like, "Oh, Spider-Man! I love Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man more than Batman." I'm gonna tell you this right now. Batman's all-time revenue doubles Spider-Man, and those are the
it's
top
ridiculous. Yeah, no, it's not even close either.
two. It's not even close because guys who are 40 and don't like superhero stuff love Batman. You like Spider-Man if you like superhero stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People that don't give two shits about superhero stuff love Batman.
Yeah.
So is Batman. Going with Batman.
Okay.
That guy who plays JFK Jr. in that Love Story show would be a great Batman. Just a shout for that. All right, accent. This is a fun one.
Yeah, because you actually have choices here, even domestically. I like it.
I thought this. I was really proud of this.
Yeah.
I did. So personally, what I think is the funniest and most fun accent in all of America is the Boston accent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is so distinct, and I think it's borderline always funny. And I think The Departed is a great representation of this because The Departed is a great movie. It is legitimately 40% worse if they're not in Boston. The accents add to it, right? People who have a Boston accent too almost always rock it. You don't hear them hiding the Boston
No,
accent.
never.
Right?
Never.
Like somebody might try to tone down a Southern drawl,
Yeah.
or they might try to fake it.
Yeah.
You can't fake a Boston
No,
accent. You
no,
either have it
no.
or you don't. You can impression it,
Yeah.
but you can't be like, oh, you know, and you can't just like kind of do it.
Mm-hmm.
Philly's not distinct enough. They think it is, it's not.
No.
Boston is my favorite. I'm taking Boston in 4. So Boston accent, the best. I think the only one that comes close is the New York, like, yeah, man, you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah.
But I think at some point
The
that's very
Jersey
like
New
a
York.
that,
Yeah.
that's like kind of a thing of the past. I don't know if people still talk like that there, because people, I don't know if people live. Like obviously, there's a ton of people live in Manhattan that have always lived in Manhattan, live
Yeah.
in Jersey, have always lived in Jersey. But like Boston really feels like a city that people from Boston live in Boston forever type thing.
Yeah.
More so.
That's fair.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
So Boston's probably a personal choice here.
That's
What's
fair.
yours?
I didn't know what.
What's yours and why is it not British?
Okay.
Because it's probably the big one.
No, because the British accent is very polarizing. I think because there's also, people don't realize that like the British accent has a lot of like variety to it. It's kind of American.
There's Welsh, there's the more English style. Yeah, I'm
Like there's Scouse, there's Birmingham.
Yep.
Like people don't realize that like you go from Texas to to Philly to Jersey to Minnesota to like out west. All that's gonna be different. You take a subway 10 minutes south, you are speaking almost a different language.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? So like I felt like people, because the Scouse accent, like Paddy the Batty, it's not good. It's bad. It's not a good
So what are you
accent.
taking?
French.
Great shout. Great
Going
shout.
French
I
here.
love it.
Going French accent.
I like
everyone,
it. It's good
everyone
stuff. No,
knows.
it's great work from you. I think
Yeah.
Spanish was my choice, but I like it.
No, because like I didn't
Because
know
the Spaniard accent's fun.
Yeah, I didn't know what path we were going down here. So like in my opinion, like what would the women prefer in this situation? Most women like actually find the French accent
It's
very
Spanish and French,
attractive.
I think, are the big two.
Yeah.
Everything sounds better in Spanish. I was
Okay.
thinking about this the other day. I was at church with my buddy, right, who's Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but I was at the cathedral, right? And I turned to him afterwards, and I was like, dude, you know how much more sauce you have if you're a Spanish Catholic? Like, everything just becomes 10 times cooler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The prayers sound cooler. Like, everything, the drip's harder. It's all cooler. And I also think about, like, Bad Bunny, right? The Spanish rap just sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, saying
Good
Spaniard, no, it was a good shout, but French is good. I like French.
Yep.
Do you like how I wrote fish on the top of your paper in big letters?
Yes. Thank you for.
All right, you're up first for coach.
Okay.
Who are you taking to coach the team?
I was between a couple people here. I really wanted to take Jose Mourinho because Jose Mourinho is.
I have no clue who this is.
Okay, he's
Is he
soccer.
the bald guy for Man U? For
No.
Man City?
No.
Okay.
That's Pep Guardiola. That's who I'm going to take. But I do want to.
The guy with all the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jose Mourinho is. Maybe I will take Jose Mourinho. He like kind of dug out of the rubble. I'm pretty sure it was
who's
like
he coach?
I don't know if he does anymore. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Well, then you got to go Pep.
I'm not that. Oh, does he have to be? He's still alive. He could still come out of retirement and coach.
I'm going to take somebody who's currently coaching.
Currently coaching, okay. But hey, shout out Jose Mourinho. He took a team that was like not very well known at all, not very good, to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible work from him.
That is great.
He was with Real Madrid for a long time, and he has that one quote: "I am Jose Mourinho." Like
Oh,
that's
okay, okay.
yeah. But no, Pep Guardiola has won. I'm trying to think 4 Premier League titles. I'm trying to think an FA Cup. What else has he accomplished in his time? I don't think they've won a Champions League yet. I might be wrong. Maybe they have won one of them. This is going to sound like a very low ball knowledge. For
Yeah.
what it's worth, I kind of am when it comes to this. But I don't think there's a coach internationally like that I could imagine doing a better job than him right now. Every other like big club that's kind of like been big, they don't really have that coach that they used to have. So I like Pep here. Okay.
Okay, good choice. All right, for me, it's got to be Curt Cignetti, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Is there a current coach that's more beloved? Curt Cignetti's also great. He's going to have these guys. You know, Aaron Judge is going to be like, oh man, love this. Hour 30 practice, we're in route. Denzel's like, oh man, this is the easiest shoot I've ever had. Batman's got more time for prep. This is perfect. So I'm just saying, Curt Cignetti with a Boston accent, we are up, ladies and gentlemen. We are up.
All right, there you go.
Love Cignetti. So yeah, I mean, is there a more beloved coach in sports right now for American sports?
No,
That is the guy.
the guy. Yeah.
College basketball is waiting on its Curt Cignetti
Yeah,
patiently.
yeah.
Sure as hell ain't Dan Hurley. A lot of people don't like Dan
No,
Hurley.
it's true.
Dan Hurley is the classic, like, this guy's an ass, but he gets results, damn it.
Pete Weber.
Classic.
There you go.
All right, TV show. Caveat here. Everything needs to be current because it's way too easy for me to sit here and be like Seinfeld
Yeah.
or Friends and just list off great shows. I could just be like, oh, Breaking Bad. Oh, it'd be funny if I said Game of Thrones when it's like, yeah, it's American, but it's about like a very European, you know what I mean? It's funny. But I'm saying it needs to be a current show that is in the middle of a run.
Yeah.
Right. It's taking everything in me to not say the show 911 because that show's hilarious. Not like it's a comedy. It's just, you know what I mean? You've seen the clips. It's goofy. Anyways. TV show, oh man, I actually might need you to go because I'm struggling.
That's fine.
Because like here's the thing is like I hear great things about The Pit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch The Pit. So like for me, I'd love to put like the NBC pregame on Sunday Night Basketball, but like you know that's what I love.
Yeah.
That's what's for me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, let's get some round ball rocking here. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So
You
you go first for TV show, and then
Okay.
I'll come back.
This might be the easiest choice, and like by far and away, this is the moneymaker. It's got to be One Piece.
And it's still going on. This was a lob.
Yep,
Yeah,
this was a lob.
This
The
was
more
a
you kept
lob.
talking, the more
It's a
that I'm like,
lob.
One Piece has been airing since October 20th, my birthday, 1999. Pre-2000s, and it's still airing weekly.
It's absurd.
Unbelievable longevity that will never be replicated.
You would say LeBron longevity, but it's longer.
It's better.
It's longer.
It's better. Yeah.
99, you said?
1999 is when that's when the show started. I think the manga's been going along with that.
That'd be like if Kenyon Martin was out here still doing it.
Still.
Kenyon
still-
Martin's 01 draft, though.
Yeah. Nope.
He's like 99 draft.
Take it 2 steps back.
Kwame Brown? He might be 2000.
Oh my God.
Wake up, Grandma. Tell her Kwame Brown's still doing
Oh
it.
my gosh.
All right, here's my problem with TV show.
Yeah.
We have yet to discover the next great American show.
Mm-hmm.
We have good stuff. Severance is excellent. I hear great things about Pluribus, right?
Yeah.
I love Invincible. But that next huge show, it was Game of Thrones and then it was Stranger Things. The next one, we don't have it. And Stranger Things just ended. Because if this was a year ago, I would just would have said Stranger Things. The most popular show in America.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now I kind of have to get in my bag. And I want to say the Ted Show because I love it. But I'm not going to say the Ted Show. This is really tough. I made this list.
Yeah.
Really should have thought this
You had
through.
the study guide before you even started.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Mhm.
I mean, how do you do this to yourself? Oh my gosh. I mean, can you think? Like, I mean, I watched Night of Seven Kingdoms last night. It's great, but like, Night of Seven Kingdoms wouldn't be like, oh, this is the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how popular The Pit is. Is The Pit that popular?
I don't know.
People
Do you not know anything about it?
I know about it.
Okay.
It won a ton of Emmys.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Severance because I think Severance is very good. I don't know really the popularity of Severance, but it's excellent. So I'm going to go with Severance. I like Severance. All right, I'm going to go first then.
Yep.
Movie, key piece here. Okay?
Yeah.
I think the movie is very odd because you're going to borderline have to pick anime to get a movie that's made overseas. It's like a big deal.
Okay.
Unless you're picking because most films are made in America.
Sure.
Like a lot of the big ones.
Yeah.
Now there are movies that we're not aware of that are like Tollywood films or Bollywood films.
Yeah.
But like, I really like RRR. You ever watch that? It's a fun Tollywood film. Anyways, movie for what I think is best for America, right? So I think I'm going to give us a 5-year? I'm going to give us 5 years, 5-year range, because I'm going to go Top Gun Maverick. So that's why I wanted that. Top Gun Maverick's a masterpiece. I think it's like an instant classic film.
Okay.
Everyone went and saw that movie, and everyone liked it.
So I'm between two things here. Shocker to you, I didn't see it.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Thank you for the love.
Did you at least watch F1?
No.
Okay.
I'm between two things here because one has completely shattered records, and the other one I just think is better,
So
but just less known.
Is it Chainsaw Man? One?
Yes.
And then what's the other?
Demon Slayer.
I hear better things about Demon Slayer.
That's fine because they're louder. Louder doesn't mean better. But for what it's worth, Demon Slayer is ending its series with a trilogy of movies, which is an incredible way to do it, by the way. They actually...
How long are the movies?
This past one was like 2 hours and 45 minutes almost. It's a long movie.
If I had to pick, this is a different question. If we were doing trilogies, I would have went Lord of the Rings. I think I would have went Lord of the Rings over Star Wars.
That's probably...
Is Lord of the Rings, quick question. Is Lord of the Rings, you think, the most high, everyone agrees it's good ever?
Yeah.
Like, the most period point, not a person on the earth says it's bad.
Yeah.
Is it the highest approval rating of any movie series ever? I think so.
Series, yeah, probably. Because how many can get it done time and time again?
And it's we're not counting the Hobbits. I don't think anybody's like, oh, well, the Hobbit movies. Yeah, the Hobbit movies aren't as good. I don't think anybody thinks it affects Lord of the Rings though.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Lord of the Rings, I think everyone if you look at that trilogy, I don't think I've never met anyone who's yeah, they're bad or I don't really like those. Everybody at least is I don't watch fantasy, but I hear those are good. That's the worst thing you'll hear. Just sorry, absurd.
No, you're good.
We're gonna say
it's got nothing on Fred 1, 2, and 3 though. It's just out there.
What about Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Ooh!
Did they make? Yeah, no, that was just Zack and Cody the movie. I think.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that the one where they have twin powers? You didn't watch it.
No, I didn't. Glad you caught on. Okay, but I'm between two here. Demon Slayer movie set incredible records. It is the highest grossing anime film by about twice as much. Demon Slayer, as a franchise under the animation studio Ufotable, who has recently come out and said that they are probably moving forward only going to animate movies because they are the uppest echelon of animation right now. And in my opinion, people might say MAPPA's getting close to them. I think MAPPA tackles projects in a different way. They tackle a lot at once, but Ufotable, they lock in on one for 5 years. They do an incredible job with it. I like the path they're taking with the movies. They started this trend in 2020 during COVID. That was the highest grossing movie of the year in 2020. Granted, internationally, with COVID and everything, it was kind of expected to be lower, but it was number 1. This got up to number 8, I believe. It surpassed the Superman movie.
I remember that.
In international sales. It was close to $1 billion by the time it was all said and done. Probably would have hit $1 billion if China didn't have all sorts of censorship around that movie. But that being said, statistically, that one was very high up there. I've seen it 3 times, all 3 times in theaters, and I'll probably watch it again when it comes out. But
so are you going Demon Slayer?
No, I'm going to go Chainsaw Man.
Why?
Because I've seen that 3 times as well. It is a better adaptation. That was the first manga I ever read. It was back in 2021, I think. And I read up until where the movie finishes. And I enjoyed it. It was a fine read, but it just felt like it kind of went by a little bit quick, and it didn't feel very sentimental. The movie made it genuinely feel like it was the most touching experience of anything I've ever seen. And I had my breath taken away by just the cinematography, the music, the action. Everything was there. If you're a guy that went there for the fighting, you had it. If you brought your significant other and you were there for the touching, heartfelt romance part, you had it. You had it all, and it was also shorter. But you felt like you got everything that you came there for and more. So I'm gonna go with the Chainsaw Man movie. Still the only movie I've ever seen that's a true 10 out of 10. So.
Wow. All right. Well, you start us off with TV host.
Okay. The Division 1 rage baiter Piers Morgan
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I don't think it gets better than that. If you want an antagonizing player on your team, just to get in the opponent's head, Piers Morgan's your guy. So enough said from him.
All right. So, personally, for me, if I'm having somebody host something, I love my guy Bill Simmons. I'm more of a podcast guy.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's taking everything in me to not write Stephen A. Smith.
Because
Because I think Stephen A.'s shtick has kind of run short.
Yeah.
I think he's at a point where he's just trolling us on purpose.
Yeah.
But I cannot lie to you. If it was the USA versus World Olympics and Stephen A. was introducing the U.S., that would be hilarious.
That'd be awesome.
So am I doing Stephen A.? I feel like I should do it.
Okay.
I don't think he's the best choice. I think he's the funniest choice.
I like it.
Final, historical figure. Yours is already done in my mind. I feel like you got to go Winston Churchill, right?
Really? How? Well, again.
We're going to go like Julius Caesar.
Am I gonna go Jesus Christ? We could really just. End
Well,
it
then
right
there's
now.
that. That's a fair point. You know what? I can't argue.
Those are my two though, Julius Caesar and Jesus. So like.
You were like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
really, you know what? Winston can take a third place.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine. I love Winston Churchill.
yeah.
Do I go Big W? Do I go Big Georgie?
Okay, I was gonna ask how far back you wanted to go here, because historical, I feel like it's a cutoff in the 4. Like you could only anybody before X time. You know what I mean? So.
I like your answer being Jesus. Are you going to use
yeah,
I
may
think
as
that's
well.
fun.
If you're going to allow me to, then you.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit overpowered by all metrics, but
Oh,
it's
sure.
a good choice.
For sure.
Okay, historical figure. I feel like I got to go Big Georgie, and I know there's going to be Lincoln guys in the comments, saying, George, like, yeah, he was the first, but he was playing against plumbers, and like Lincoln had a harder era, more to work against, had to do, did more things, obviously, got the abolishment of slavery is his biggest thing, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's obviously great work from him. But I think you got to give credit to the elders. I mean, George W. was offered to be a king, and he was like, no, we're not doing that. So, like, without Big George,
Yeah.
what do you think? Or should we go Lincoln?
Lincoln had the accolades, but he did it all for the wrong reasons. Pretty sure the only reason he abolished slavery was for an economic gain, actually.
Oh, my gosh, that is the hottest of hot takes. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know if it is hot take. I'm pretty sure it's just historically true. It's just
You know who I'm going to go with?
Okay.
I don't know, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Is that MLK Jr.'s music I hear?
Whoa!
Is he? I'm saying, like, you want to talk about high approval ratings.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like, everybody likes MLK Jr. Okay, those people, we don't care about their
the end of his tenure, I don't know.
Yeah, but no. I think MLK Jr.'s a
No,
good guy.
his affairs are okay.
What, he had affairs?
Yeah.
I'm still taking him.
Also,
we don't have days named after anybody.
It's true.
We like Christmas Day isn't called
President's
Jesus
Day is
Day.
too generic. Yeah. No.
President's Day is too generic. MLK Jr. gets his own day. I'm taking MLK Jr.
St. Patrick.
Hell yeah, I'm taking MLK Jr. I'm trying to think. Is there even anybody that comes close? Now I think about it. It's probably Big Georgie, Big Abe, Old Honest Man,
Mm-hmm.
Annie Oakley. She was in the running.
Well, Einstein was American, one.
Was Einstein? No, Einstein was German.
Was he?
Yeah,
I
man.
thought he just had a German name, but he was actually American.
I think he was from Germany, but then like a lot of those guys left because they're like, we don't like what's going
They
on.
didn't have a good education over there
No,
compared to America, right?
no, it's because they were like, what's going on in Germany's bad. We gotta get out of there.
Well, that too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I go MLK Jr. He got a lot of stuff done.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For those at home that would like to dive deep into, maybe, I'm trying to think of a good word to put it. Not like conspiracy theories or anything like that, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's a public record that's out there that like.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, the theory that the CIA
Yeah.
conspired against MLK Jr.
No,
Jonathan's a big he thinks that's real.
The letter that they sent him, I'm pretty sure, is like public record, but like it. Pretty much,
It's an interesting rabbit hole to go down.
yeah, no, but
Very much interesting
fair
thing
enough.
to look into.
If you're bored at 12:11 this morning,
CIA might have been doing some crazy stuff in the '60s if they were taking out him and JFK. I mean, that's whoa. It's a heavy note to end on.
They have a tough time nowadays, though, with the advancement of technology. I feel like that they're
The advanced metrics really get into the CIA.
yeah
They're inefficient.
yeah they are.
You know, the box plus minus
Yeah,
is really
the net
bad.
ratings going down.
Net ratings going down. Everybody's looking at Ken Palm
Yeah.
now. They used to
luck
they
statistic.
used to just care about big kill numbers.
Yep, the
and,
BPI.
and the crime rate being down, and now we're seeing that they're not that as effective as we thought.
No.
Field goal percentage is down in the dumps.
Yeah.
You know, once we started looking at the hot zones and we started looking at the shot chart,
Yeah.
we're starting to realize CIA.
Mhm.
Ooh-wee.
All right. It's a good show.
I really enjoyed that. That was good work.
Yeah.
All right, let's put the camera on me and I'll wrap it up.
Let's do it.
All right. That's it for tonight's show. I love you all. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to blur this puppy out.